Hello folks, welcome back to the channel. Today I'm going to fit the Oxford heated grips on my Interceptor 650. This is my Interceptor 650. In case if you're planning to install Oxford heated grips on this motorcycle, watch this video. I'm going to show you exactly how to do it. This will be a step-by-step procedure. This video might be a bit lengthy. Please forgive me for that, but I will go through each and every detail which you should be knowing. So this is the heated grip box, and this all things came out of this box. So there are two grips over here. There is this glue which is going to go onto the handlebars. There is this plate which will be fitted on the handlebar as well. So, and there is this controller. These are the handlebar grips which have just been cut. I will show you how I have cut this. So this side is just chrome plated side now, and on this side, as you can see, there is this ribbed pattern which holds the grip in place. We have to take out these ribs from here. So all you have to do is you have to take a knife and then just peel this out. So this is very difficult to do it with camera in one hand, but it is possible, like so. And then you have to take out this rim over here which stops from the new grip from being slipped onto the handlebar. Alright, that's one thing. And then there is one more cable which I have already connected to the battery. First you have to take the key and take the panel off. Then you have to take out these three bolts, and this panel which holds the toolkit comes out, and then you have to release this belt which holds the battery. Ideally you don't have to release it, you can work without releasing it, but I have released it just to get it out of the way. And to get access to the battery from the other side, you have to remove the panel from the left hand side as well, and you can access the negative terminal here. So to get to the negative and positive terminals, it is a bit tight spot. So what you can do is you can use a screwdriver. There is my screwdriver here. So you can use the screwdriver and you can go through this area so that you can easily open the screws and connect your terminal. Alright, it works on both the sides that way. What I've done is I've run the cable from here through the other side over here, and I have brought it to the front from the left hand side. I thought I will make the connection and let it accumulate on the left hand side. And another thing what you have to do is you have to just loosen the tank so that it gives you the play to do the wiring easily. So I have loosened these two bolts over here, and if you pull the tank back towards you from the handlebars, the tank comes loose. So now it is loose so that I can access these areas and put the cable routing and all that. Okay, let's leave that in place, and let's continue with the other jobs now. I'm not sure where I'm going to put the controller. I doubt if it will hold this place, because I think it will cover the kill switch, because it looks like it's going to cover the kill switch. I'm going to work on it now, and I'll keep you posted. So folks, as you can see, I have cleaned these ribs over here. I have cleaned out the ridge which was here as well. Now the new Oxford grip slides on there quite easily. So this is the right hand side grip. So if you want, like, I can show it to you. With a bit of a pressure it slides in and slides out. So there is no problem with that. Even on the left hand side it's the same. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to apply the glue and side these in and leave them in place so that they can dry over there. In the meanwhile I'll do rest of the wiring. First grip. Now the second side. There's a small little tube. I'm gonna apply some glue on the inside of the grips. So when you're turning the grips, it will be spread out evenly. I'm gonna apply some over here as well. Right there. And I'm going to let it dry over here for a while. So now it's time to get to the wiring part of it. For the plate over here, So this was the only place where I thought it would fit. So I have drilled a 6mm hole over here. This is the extra hole. These were the existing holes. I have this nut over here which I'm gonna fit on this bolt which holds the clutch clamp together. So what happens is this will go in here. I can bend it later at a later stage however I want it. It doesn't sit in the slot properly, so I'm gonna bend it a little bit with the help of these two clamps. Hopefully now it will fit. Yep, it goes in there, sits nicely, and then I can push this from the bottom up, and then what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna press it up as much as I want, and it looks like it's gonna sit like that, and it's not gonna go anywhere. That's not gonna go anywhere. Now we have to fit the controller to the holder. So there are few screws which are already supplied, so I'm gonna use that and I'm gonna fit it. There are small little screws in this one over here. You have to be very careful with them. They're tiny little screws. So what I've done over here is, so the connector is over here, and I've run the cable alongside the other cables, and I brought it down here. This is the cable which came from the battery, which is going to be here. What I'm going to do is I'm going to connect it this way, and then both the grips are going to get connected underneath here, and I'm going to tuck it neatly under the tank. The tank is moving anyway, so I might have enough of gap to tuck it underneath. So the left hand side cable also will go along with the, what you call it as, the other cables which were here. I'm going to bring it down this way. So that's going to get connected, and then the accelerator side cable as well. I'll run it with the accelerator cables and bring it underneath to the other side. So let's start putting everything together. The power cable goes in only one way because there is an indentation, and then you have to just tighten this, and it is water sealed once it is done. And then we're going to connect the rest of the two cables as well. Make sure that it is tight, snug, so that the water doesn't get through it, otherwise you'll have trouble. That's all connected there. Let's switch on the grips and see if that works. Oh yes, they're working. The grips are working since I'd already connected them to the battery, as you can see over here. So folks, what I've done is, this is the cable from the battery. As you can see, I have tucked them in neatly over here. I've tied it to the cable tie, and there is a groove over here where I have put all the connectors inside besides the frame. So, and then I have put another big cable tie over here. So what I'm going to do is, once I put the tank back, I'm going to push this in. So folks, as you can see, I have pulled the tank in place. This is all well covered. You can't see any cables, and those are the three cables which came through. What I'm going to do is I'm going to put a cable tie and put them together. So folks, this is the next day. I have switched on the heated grips over here just to check them out. I let them sit over here overnight so that they could dry. Yes, they're already warming up. I just switched on the heaters. The bike is off. Just to save the battery, I'm going to turn them off, and I'll quickly take you through how I did it. First, I removed this panel over here on the right hand side, and then the panel on the left hand side. So to remove this panel, you have to take the screw which is under the seat. You must be knowing that by now. And then connect the battery, and then I've run that cable through this gap over here. I've tied it over here with the help of a cable tie, and then rest of the cables are underneath over here in the gap. I've showed you that yesterday. And over here what I've done is I've run the cables through this way and connected them over here. I hope this is better now. Yep. And then the right hand side cable the same way as well, and then I've brought all of the cables neatly from here, and then they're tied under the tank. The tank moves, so to put back the tank and to remove the tank, what you have to do is you have to just slide it back and forth. It does slide. There are two bolts over here which you have to remove, which I've shown you yesterday. So that's that. It is all working pretty well for now. I'm delighted that I got this job done. I have the heated grips working fully and functional. So folks, I hope you have enjoyed this video. In case if you have liked it, please do not forget to hit the like button and to subscribe to the channel. Thank you very much, and I will see you in the next one. Take care. Bye bye.